Hey, back in January, my wife lost two people that she loved greatly. In fact, I loved them as well. I just didn't have the same history. She lost her grandmother and grandfather. And although it was hard for it to happen in such a short amount of time, it was actually quite romantic when you sit back and think about the fact that one couldn't live without the other. Now, one thing that I found very interesting is I sat and I observed the services and I observed those who paid their respects. There's an important thing to note first, that they're really leaving behind nothing. There is no inheritance for anyone. It's a net zero, if you want to call it that. But what they did leave behind was an impact that mattered so much. It was fun to hear the stories. It was fun to hear the memories. But mostly what was so cool to hear was the impact. How grandma made them feel. How grandpa made them feel. Dennis, who led the ceremonies, he, at the end at the gravesite, asked each and every person to come by and touch with a print, an imprint on the casket, as a way to symbolize the imprint that that person had left on their life. I just had to share this because that was a powerful moment, and it was a powerful moment to see these grandsons and sons and granddaughters impacted at a great level when at that moment of death they could care less about inheritance, they could care less about achievements, they could care less about all these things we tend to pursue in our life, and really what they cared about was how they felt. You know, there's that common quote out there: when it's all said and done, we're going to forget most of what other people said. We'll forget what they did, but we will never forget how they made us feel. My challenge really to me, but hopefully to you, is how will you make someone feel today? Because that's where real value comes from.